day 2 here at Driver Appreciation Week. And myself, Brad Pinchuk. We've got, who else do we got?
I'm here, Jesse Burnett.
Yeah. Chris?
Got Chris Schmidt over in the corner.
Got a special guest here as well, right?
A very special guest.
It's Driver Appreciation Week, and, well, thought we should have a driver up here, huh?
Yeah. Want to introduce
Welcome.
yourself?
I'm Nathan Jones on the Smithfield Dedicated Midwest.
So Nathan's top driver here at Hirschbach, been in the dedicated fleet, does some training. And
Yeah. Been here a little over 5 years.
Wow.
5 years
Yeah.
this past April.
That's awesome.
I
man.
bet your recruiter was
Congratulations.
Jesse, wasn't it?
No,
You're supposed to say yes.
can't do that.
Correct answer. Who was your recruiter, by the way?
Nancy DeLance.
Nancy DeLance.
Nancy.
Oh, Nancy.
I
Yeah.
Crazy
believe it.
lady.
So Nancy's got one of the higher retention rates as a recruiter.
Doesn't she?
She does, yeah.
Yeah.
She's got a lot of drivers, and she's got a really high retention rate. So hopefully she still stays in touch with you and calls you once in a while.
She does about once every 6 months.
We call it harassment, but that's Nancy for you.
So,
Yeah, it is.
So kind of a funny story with Nathan. I mentioned that he trains, and he does have. Chris was just telling me that you've got the highest retention rate of any trainer,
yeah.
Wow,
there.
congrats.
I found that out last Wednesday.
which
Yeah.
and one of the people that he trained. Kind of a funny story is my high school friend, John Abraham.
Yeah.
That must have been quite an experience for you, Nathan.
It really was. John's a great guy, and he loves to talk. And he'll pick a subject just out of the blue, and he'll just go off on like a tangent.
Yeah.
You know, especially politics. Do not talk politics with that man. But he was a great guy. He was a good student. He did a very good job. Of course, all my students are good students.
Yeah.
And, you know, hopefully they make good careers out of being
Yeah,
here
for
like
sure.
I have.
That's awesome.
What do you like most about doing the training?
The money.
Money. You got a number 2? You got a number 2?
Yeah, really, you know, I don't do it for the money. I mean, yeah, the money's great, but I do it because I enjoy teaching people what I know, passing what I learned throughout the nearly 14 years I've been driving. And some of them pick it up pretty quick, some of them don't, some of them takes a little more work, and but we always have fun. And of course, I got my little dog with me, and he likes the students pretty good, and lets them know if something hits the floor, it's his.
The rules of puppies.
That's his. Yep.
Yeah.
Well, it's apparent your passion in training every time we see you in the office, and you proudly introduce your student, and you know they always come out being excellent operators. So
For
really
sure.
appreciate your commitment and the great job that you do out there.
Well, I appreciate y'all appreciating what I do.
Yeah, the other quick thing, so on a monthly basis on the dedicated side, we nominate drivers. So a dispatcher nominates, you know, a driver for whatever reason, and we kind of vote as a group, and he's our September driver of the month, so congratulations. on that, man.
Congratulations.
Well,
Thank
well
you.
Wow,
deserved.
that's awesome.
Yeah, you earned it. You earned it.
Good job.
Just on a side note on that, I found out on my birthday.
Happy
Well,
birthday.
happy belated birthday.
Thank-
Yeah.
Thank you.
When was your birthday?
The 7th.
The 7th.
That's
Yeah,
great.
It was great news for my birthday. Yeah, I just cried.
Aw.
It's like now they're going to want to expect more out of me.
I don't think we can expect too much more out of you.
Yeah.
You do a great job out there.
Thank you.
So, well, any advice that you'd like to impart? I mean, I know you're working with a lot of the new trainees and students, which is a relatively small part of the program. It's focused right now on teams to create for the Smithfield account is primarily why we're doing trainees, and we
Yeah.
usually only have maybe 2 or 3 going on at a time.
Yeah, it's under 4.
Yeah, for right now, but they're talking about kind of boosting it up a little bit.
Yeah.
But you've got, we've got a lot of experienced drivers that join Hirschbach on a weekly basis and so forth, and being here for 5 years and as successful as you've been, any advice for kind of the newer Hirschbach operators out there?
Well, the biggest advice I can give is how do I put it? Is, work with a company. We're going to go through hard times. We're going to go, I've gone through hard times with this company. And sometimes I've thought about, I'd had to go to someplace else to make money, but the company's always pulled us through. And, if you just wake up one morning, well, I've got to go because I'm not making money I think I should make. Well, I don't either. But, work with the company, work with their driver managers, our directors, our bosses, and, things will wind up working out very well. I mean, we might not like the trucks we're in. I know they're trying to fix that. And, things will work out in the end. Just give them time, give yourself time. That's the biggest thing, give yourself time. You're not going to make, thousands of dollars in 2 weeks. If you decide to be a trainer, treat your trainees like they're human beings and not like slaves. I'm just wanting to be a trainer because I want the money. Well, the money's great, but the money don't last. A good student will last the company for years. And that's basically all I can say. Just help the company help you.
Good advice.
Yeah, very good advice.
Yeah, thank you.
Yep.
We're gonna, what else are we gonna talk about today? Anything else? What else do you guys want to talk about? Got some drivers out there. Any topics you guys would like to talk about? We're gonna talk about, one of the topics we were gonna talk about was best of the best.
Yeah, so.
Speaking of that, how many best of the best you got on the side of your truck?
This will be 2.
2?
This will be 2.
Congratulations.
Congratulations.
Yeah.
Thank you.
We mentioned yesterday, so Nathan's also one of the best award winnees for the last 2 years. Yesterday we mentioned we typically have a big blowout banquet in the summer. This year with COVID, we're doing it virtually. And today we're going to talk about the best of the best program. A lot of the operators out there, particularly the newer ones that haven't been here, maybe aren't familiar with the program. We're going to talk about it in some detail, and it's a great recognition program for, we've got a ton of great operators here at Hirschbach, and it's really a joy and a great thing to celebrate and recognize some of the best of the best, as we call it. But Jesse, you want to kind of talk about that program a little bit?
Yeah.
You can probably jump off. We'll get you out of the torture box.
Well, really quick before you jump off, though, congratulations
Thank
for
you.
making best of the best. And have you received your kit yet? Your congratulations
No, I
kit?
have
Ooh.
not.
Okay. So do you know what's coming in your kit?
No, I do not.
Spoiler alert.
Well, I'm going to tell you, so it's kind of cool. So this year, normally we do a big celebration. We're able to bring everyone to a banquet. It's a ton of fun. It's probably my favorite event of the whole year. But this year, since we're not able to bring, 1,000 people in a room together, we decided to kind of bring the party to you. And so you should have received a call, I think, from Bailey or from Bianca to confirm your
Bailey,
address
yeah.
you want your box shipped to.
Mhm.
And so in this box, you're going to open it up, and there's going to be kind of a couple different prizes in there. But the first thing will be a video card. And so it's a video card of Brad saying congratulations. We might have knocked him out with some confetti. I think he had a couple confetti bombs.
I think that was deliberate.
Bianca
Bianca.
did it. There'll be a golden ticket, and so this ticket, you'll be able to open it up, go to a website, put your code in, and you can pick your own prize. And kind of the thought was you're going to have your own party at your house with your friends and family. There's everything from like a grill, there's some coolers, there's some cool stuff for your truck, so you'll be able to pick out your own prize.
Cool.
So instead of going to the banquet. Also inside this video card, there's typically during the best of the best, which I think I've seen you in the photo booth before, once or twice. So we're going to bring the photo booth to you. So you're going to have a backdrop that you can hang up either in your truck or at home. You have a cutout face of Brad, so you can take selfies with him, which is kind of cool.
I can
So.
just envision
Oh,
the doodling that might be happening, and hopefully not too many darts being thrown. But
There are a lot of Brad heads going out. There's 169 people that are receiving these kits, and
Oh,
so you
gosh.
are one of them. So congratulations.
Thank
and
you.
so please take lots of pictures, post them on Facebook, send them in to us. We want to see all of the pictures with Brad. And then Brad can travel in your truck with you. You can take Brad on the road. He can go up the place.
I've been trying to get him to do that for 2 years.
hey, I'll go.
Also some cool stuff. So you'll have your lanyard that you normally get every year with your banners on it saying what level you got. So that'll be included. And then some stuff for home. So you got some koozies, some keychains, some sunglasses, and some party cups. So enjoy, have a party at home, since we're not able to celebrate with you. But congratulations, everyone. Those shipped between yesterday and today, so everyone should be receiving those here this week. So congratulations, everyone, and please send us all of your pictures. We can't wait to see them.
That's neat. Great job. I mean, I think, with COVID and everything, it would have been great to see everyone face to face at the banquet and recognize all 169 award recipients. But really hats off to Bianca and everyone who worked on putting these, and Bailey and everyone who worked on putting these boxes together. A lot of thought and time went into making the best of this difficult situation with COVID, which and we're all making the best of this situation. It's getting better every day. I'm really optimistic that next year we're going to turn the corner on this thing and get back to some level of normalcy. But great job, guys.
We'll have a huge party next year, so.
Oh yeah, it'll be a
Twice
big
as
one.
nice.
Good.
It'll be a big one. All right, Nathan. So I'm going to make a commitment to you. So you called me out here a little bit. You said you've been trying to get me on the truck for 2 years. All right.
Might be a little bit of an exaggeration.
Since it was a little bit, but
Okay.
since I had John on the truck.
All right. So it's been all right. So maybe it's been
Okay, about a year.
All right.
A little over, about a
All
year and a
right.
half, actually.
So
2020 has been a blur. So
It has.
Yeah,
it really
yeah,
has.
yeah. So you're graduating someone today?
Yes,
Today?
I'm picking up
Oh,
another student
congrats.
next week.
Next week. Okay.
Mhm. I tell you what, if you will.
So how's your student doing over there?
He's doing great. He's going to be a good asset to the company.
Yeah.
The only thing I had to show him how to do was paperwork and computer. Everything else was straight
Wow.
on. He had 4 years experience.
he's
before,
running out the door quick before we start interviewing
yeah.
him.
Yeah, I see that. Yeah, he just went out
just
to.
ran.
The food.
He said the
He's
food's
needed.
ready.
He's
But next year, I'm going next week to put my down payment on a truck.
Cool.
Okay.
When I get my truck, I want you to be the first person in it.
I'd be happy
Oh,
to.
that's
Yeah, that'd be my
awesome.
honor. Yeah, absolutely.
That way we can take the pictures on the road. And,
Doing the Trick My Truck program
yes,
there?
yes.
Very nice.
I
You
did the
should-
paperwork 2 weeks ago, and I'll have my down payment next week.
Cool. Would you do anything special to the truck?
Well, not really. I got the biggest engine that I could get. Of course, I like to pull in power because
Yeah.
I do pull the heavy loads.
Mhm.
And
So what kind of truck is it?
the Freightliner.
Mm-hmm.
That's all we're doing right now.
What color is it?
Freightliner. It's going to be. It's called Red Hot.
Ooh, I like it.
Yeah, it's. I talked to Chris down there, and he said that was one of the red colors that has not been picked yet. It was either that or it was going to be kind of like a Mopar purple. But I looked that up, and that just didn't look good on
Yeah.
the truck for me. And so I picked the Red Hot, which is nice looking,
It'll be
nice looking
nice.
color.
Sounds good. Sounds
Yeah.
great.
I
Yeah.
got the new dashboard cluster.
Mm-hmm.
That's the all electronic dashboard cluster.
Very cool.
So yeah, he said I was basically the first one to get that. That's going to get that.
Very
Cool.
nice. Very
So
cool.
so tomorrow's topic is going to be trucks, and Dick Forte will be in the booth, and we are supposed to have our first pilot truck for the new round of Freightliners arriving sometime tomorrow afternoon. We don't have an exact ETA, but the podcast is going to be. We're going to talk about the truck. We're going to actually go outside and videotape while we're talking and so forth, and so. Looking forward to that. You mentioned earlier some challenges with the trucks. I guess we are making some changes to the trucks. The trucks that are coming in, they are all going to have diesel-powered APUs, which I think everyone is looking forward to getting those back in. Would you agree
Most
with
definitely,
that?
Most definitely.
So we dipped our toe in the water. Probably maybe it was more than our toe. I guess we jumped all
Yeah,
the
we
way in.
jumped.
We just
Yeah,
jumped.
And, we had those diesel-powered APUs, and we went to some battery-powered ones, which we didn't like very much. And we also went to no APUs and bunk heaters with, really the truck auto-starting and stopping. And I know that, that's not an ideal situation out there, and I apologize for that mistake. We certainly understand that having that truck turn on and off while you're sleeping and so forth is
It's supposed to do that.
well, okay. Yeah.
I've had mine for almost 2 years.
Not even, it's not
It's
not
never-
auto
never
starting?
worked.
Okay.
Even after Kenworth put the new system in it.
Oh, you had one of the
Yeah.
first 50
Yeah, one of the
Kenworths,
first
yeah, and
50.
then we
Yeah.
sort of put in that
Yeah.
aftermarket thing.
Yeah.
Still not
it's-
working out.
No, no.
So we got the, and we'll talk more about this tomorrow as well, but we got the diesel-powered APUs going in them. We're also going to duals tires.
Mhm.
Yours will,
No, mine's not yet, but I have seen them. I have seen them coming in.
I got a little applause
Couple, yeah,
out in the
couple thumbs
audience
up.
Yeah,
there.
thumbs up over here
Yeah.
too.
Thumbs up, okay. So good moves, huh, guys? So the new trucks will have duals, and the new trailers will have duals as well. So couple pretty significant changes. And I think, as everyone knows, we've been running 3 trucks here: International, Kenworth, and Freightliner. And we're very transparent, and they've all got their pros and cons, but the Freightliner truck has had the highest uptime, the least amount of breakdowns out there, and having that truck available to work is number one.
For sure.
And so we're going to be moving forward with quite a few Freightliners. I think we've got 150 coming in starting in October. October and November, there'll be 150 trucks, and then we'll catch our breath a little bit. And then in January, we're going to see a bunch of trucks coming in throughout next year. So kind of excited for that. We'll also have different colors. We're going to go away from just the orange trucks. The new logo on the trailer will really be more of the marketing, the Hirschbach, if you will.
Signature.
The signature, yeah. And so you'll be able to have a variety of colors. I think we've got about 4 different colors that we're bringing into the fleet.
It's 4.
Yeah, so good.
And
Well-
the trailers are gonna be lighter too, from what I understand.
Well, yes and no. I mean, we'll go into the duals is going to add some weight on the trailers a little bit, about 75 pounds of wheel position, but I think Nick's got some other stuff to offset that, so I think they'll be about the same. But our equipment's very light, I think, as all of you
Yeah.
know. You shouldn't, we haul, in the Smithfield fleet, we handle heavy loads.
48,000 pounds.
Yeah, we can push it
48,000.
up to 48, yeah. It's gotta be the right amount of fuel, got the right amount of stuff in the cab, but yeah,
Yeah.
we can hit 48 if we do it right.
And that's really just our standard truck and trailer.
Yep.
So, it's put us in a position, most of our customers on the over-the-road, for example, they don't push us up to that 48, so it gives you a lot of flexibility in being able to make sure that you can scale your loads and not have to worry about managing fuel too much.
Yeah, there's not really anyone else out there offering that either. I mean, we're one of the few that can scale that heavy weight with a regular truck, so.
So great, well, looking forward to having the truck here tomorrow and showing it off to you on video and so forth. And again, Nathan, congratulations for another best of the best. Congratulations for graduating another successful student. Congratulations for Driver of the Month. Great job.
Thank you.
Congratulations.
Thank you for letting me have a job.
Yeah, congrats, man.
Thank you.
Thanks a lot.
Maybe we could stay up here for one more second. We forgot. What about the big news we got in the email today from Smithfield?
Oh.
It's part of that.
Yeah. Jesse and I just watched the video before we came here. I know Dan and Chris have watched the video. So we're blessed and to have, tremendous customers at Hirschbach. We've got some great customers that we've done business with for a long period of time that trust us to handle their business, and we've been able to earn more business from these customers over time. Smithfield is our largest customer, I think, as most people know, both on the over-the-road side and on the dedicated side, I believe.
Yep.
And certainly overall at Hirschbach, they're our largest customer. And they have a, similar to, our Best of the Best banquet, they have a carrier banquet every year, which due to COVID, they didn't have it in person. But they sent out the video today, and they did about a 15-minute video celebrating and recognizing their carriers. And as part of that, they have an award that they give out. They have a few different awards. They have what they call the Preferred Carrier Award, which is a group of carriers that did a great job for them. They have an emerging carrier award, which are newer carriers to their fold or carriers that are on the upswing and maybe getting themselves positioned to be a preferred carrier. And then they have the top award, the Carrier of the Year award. And I'm happy to say and proud to say that Hirschbach won Carrier of the Year award from Smithfield for a record 3 years in a row.
Yeah.
So congratulations and thank you,
Yes.
everyone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thanks,
that's all-
drivers.
Yeah, it's all the drivers like you, man. So
Well,
thank you.
It's also the team.
Oh, yeah.
You know, Jason, Kenzie, Jarvis, Danny Connor.
Yep.
You know, they work their tails off too. So I can't say it's just the drivers, it's the whole team.
For sure. It's a team effort.
Teamwork.
Yes, absolutely.
Great teamwork.
Yeah, it is a team effort, and whether it's on the dedicated side, whether it be on the over-the-road side, we're managing several spotting operations for Smithfield. We actually are transporting CO2 gas for them on an emergency basis when they have shortages out there, and so we are very much committed to Smithfield and doing what and anything that we can to help support their success. And it's been a great relationship. But thanks to everyone, and really, Nathan, you said it, it's a team effort. Thanks to all the drivers, thanks to the mechanics working on the trucks to making sure that they're available. Thanks, whether it's extended coverage, OS&D, you name it, you go down the list of everyone, the driver managers, so on and so forth. It takes a team effort to win an award like that, so.
For sure.
Absolutely.
All right, you're done. Hit the
Yeah.
bricks,
All right.
bud.
This time we'll let
That's
you
it.
go. Thanks, man.
Thank y'all.
So we got Dano with us, Dan the man.
Hey, Dan.
Hey, everybody.
What do you know?
Oh, got some good news.
Oh, he's,
Good news.
Dan's been
Congratulations.
laying in the weeds over here. He's got his chair down. He's sort of low riding it today.
It's like he's trying to hide.
Whack-a-mole. Staying low, man. Whack-a-mole.
Yeah.
No, it's just a couple things come to mind. First off, super job to all the drivers out there, and specifically the best of the best. I mean, I always kind of look at what you got to do to qualify. Every year, it kind of amazes me. It's not about being good 1 month or 2 months or 3 months. It's about being good all year. And the bar is really set high. So congratulations. It's well earned.
Why don't you
Next
talk
year-
about what you got to do to earn it?
Well,
Yeah, I would say flawless, maybe. I mean, good.
yeah, I mean,
That's
there's
almost better than good.
Yes.
to be the best of the best platinum, you got to be with us for a year. You got to meet a minimum number of miles, no service failures, no preventable accidents over $1,000, no CSA points of any kind, and no more than 4 hours of service violations in the year. I would get like 4 in 3 days, probably.
Roe did 4 in 1 day.
Yeah, Roe would get 4 in an hour, maybe.
Oh,
But,
Jess, you'd be DQ'd for the
but that-
speeding, the
yeah.
speeding
You
class.
heard about my
so.
speeding ticket? Yeah.
Yeah, so, anyway, no, I mean, the qualifications are just really over the top, so to be able to do that, and, some of these guys are 2, 3, 4-time repeat best of the best, that's just really hard to get your head around, the qualifications
How
are that
many
strong.
How many people earned best of the best this year?
169, I think.
Earn the platinum to the
Earn the
end.
platinum.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's who got invited
Just-
to the
just the
banquet.
platinum.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
just platinum.
So we have platinum, and then how many other categories do we have for best of the best?
So
And
that, those are for the Rising Stars, the best of the best platinum, and the 10-year tenure, and the million miles or more.
Okay.
But the majority of them are the best of the best platinum and the Rising Star platinum.
Correct.
Right. So then the only difference between the Rising Star platinum is just you don't have to be here for the entire year.
Yep.
Right.
Yeah, and we have a banner over here on the side, and they're put up in all the terminals that has everyone's name listed on there and what award that they received. So we have those in all of the different locations.
Well, the other thing, the Smithfield video is very nice. We work everyone, everyone in this industry and everyone at Hirschbach, whether it's the the drivers or the mechanics or night extended weekend staff or primetime staff, et cetera, and in this business through the years, you never talk about the 97 that delivered on time. You talk about the 3 that were late, it's just it's always kind of refreshing, re-energizing to get recognized by a customer of the caliber of Smithfield. It's pretty proud moment for the organization. But so that the good news is Chris and his team. We can't say the name because of confidentiality, but Chris and Kyle Alexander, Nate Salzman, and Kyle Conzett would be the primary drivers. They were able to secure a 15-truck fleet this morning.
Yeah, some growth with an existing customer. So
Very good customer, very good piece of business. And the really, really exciting part, that was fun enough, but I don't know if you saw it, Brad.
Well,
3 more contracts coming up for a potential of 250 more trucks.
Wow.
Holy smokes. No, I didn't see that.
Yeah.
I knew about the new award of the 15-truck dedicated fleet this morning, and again, congratulations to everyone involved in that.
Great job.
That's definitely a team effort. When
Yeah,
you
for
when
sure.
you earn new business from customers, again, it's the drivers that are out there that are servicing that customer already. It's all of the people in the shops and the office that are supporting that customer 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, and that's how you earn new business. And that's our formula here at Hirschbach. It's worked very well for us, and it will continue to, and pay dividends like new business like this. And
This customer doesn't give out a Carrier of the Year award, but to me, this is the same as a Carrier of the Year award. We wouldn't get
Yeah,
this
good point.
business without servicing it and without the drivers out there and without the whole team working together.
Absolutely. I'm pretty certain if they did and they didn't give it to themselves, we'd get it.
Yeah, we would.
We'd get it. Actually, just, we've had very limited travel, but this particular customer where Chris and I and the gang will be flying out Friday to have dinner with them and spend some time with them Saturday. Just a great business partner, and I'm just, my head's spinning on those other 250 trucks. So it'd be a great additional long-term strong business for Hirschbach. The other piece that's in my inbox is it looks like we're going to be awarded a nice award, about 25 loads a week from somebody Brad and I have known a long time, Brad Pierce with Fresh Express.
Oh, funny thing, I was just talking with Sergey about that opportunity this morning, potentially. Is it that business out of the Chicagoland area, going out to
Chicago.
Connecticut?
Yeah, it's processed and bagged lettuce and that type of stuff, and so it'll come out of Streamwood, Illinois, straight shot to Connecticut and Maryland. Obviously, both those lanes line up with strong backhaul markets like Maryland would be, you'd be in Purdue, Mount Air, Chiquita, Del Monte territory there, and Connecticut, Southern Connecticut, we can drop into North Jersey, and we can do a lot of different things. So that's in the inbox. So we're working to finalize that.
Did you say the name of the customer? Can you say the name of that?
Yeah, I think so. Fresh Express is the name of the company.
Yeah.
And, it's a little trivia here for you. So often a small world in transportation. Fresh Express is a sister company to Chiquita.
Mhm.
So one of the original family father had 2 sons, and one son basically runs Fresh Express and the other one runs Chiquita. So
Really?
yeah, so it's
Wow.
interesting to do business with them. They're good people, number one, but number two, both Chiquita and Fresh Express have, in today's world, a fairly generous fuel surcharge, which helps the business yield. So we're looking to get that business nailed down yet today.
Very nice.
So, anyway, the flurry of activity in the market. So I know we kind of pitched it yesterday, but I'm sitting here looking at trucks and knowing, I guess the old trucker in me, seeing trucks and knowing how much freight we have, it kind of pains me a little bit, Jesse.
We got this, Dan.
Okay. Oh, okay. That's nice to know. I guess we're on YouTube, so.
Live, I
Live on
understand.
YouTube,
So
yeah.
I guess there's no editing on this one.
So anyway, no F-bombs, none of that.
Could have let us know that beforehand.
Yeah,
How
yeah,
that-
right,
I
jeez.
know.
No picking your nose or any of that stuff.
Too late for that.
Too late.
Yeah. But anyway, I know we touched on it yesterday, but if you know any good drivers out there that want to get on with a good company, let's get those referrals going. We got freight, we got trucks, and you know, it's time to go do some trucking.
Sure.
What?
Oh, okay. No. Scott Melton's telling us that some of the trucks we're looking at are some of the trade trucks that are prepped for trade-in.
They look pretty though. I
They,
love how
yeah,
they're
they
lined up
look
on
like
the
they're
road
brand
right
new,
there.
and so,
Yeah.
you know, what we're doing right now is we're trading in our 2018 Internationals. That's the first group. There's about 280 of those that'll be traded out initially, and then actually the 2019 Internationals start getting traded out early next year. So, yeah, I think in like maybe March or April, that process starts. Well, what else you got in your bag of tricks?
Yeah, you
there,
had a
Dan?
lot to say over there, Dan.
He's been sandbagging.
Yeah.
Been busy.
Keep talking about the referrals, Dan. We need the referrals.
No, I mean, you know, it just, when we go to, we're going to market. Basically, we're in an oversold position. So Chris and Brad and I, we're and Jesse, we're in constant communication, you know, because we are basically currently in an oversold position, which is a great position to be in because, you know, 90, 120 days ago, we were in the desert. But there's a lot of opportunities, and, you know, it's so much easier to go into a customer visit with solutions. And, you know, we talk about these service awards and service trophies. You know, you walk in with a couple of them in your hip pocket, it always makes it easier also. So, you know, let's get the referrals going, let's keep the service high. You know, I guess the other thing, I'm rambling here, thanks guys and gals.
Doing a great job, Dan.
But man, we're off to a smoker of a week. I couldn't believe it. Over the road, we e-called over 500 loads yesterday, and we jump-started the week. That prorated jump-started the week at almost 1.3 million miles, which means we're really trucking. You guys out there are laying down some miles. I'm expecting the fleet to be bumping right up around 2,500. That's all trucks. So, you know, the working trucks are probably going to be bumping 2750. And with this new pay contract, you know, a lot of money to be made there. So, got to keep things moving and be safe. You know, we need to talk about that too. You know, I guess kind of spinning off here a little bit. You know, we had an accident or an incident earlier this week where, you know, the guy just wasn't paying attention. I don't know where his mind was. He wasn't sleeping. He was upright. He wasn't playing around on his phone, but he wasn't focused on driving. And ultimately, that's going to cost us about $100,000, about $50,000 on the tractor, and it was a load of combos, chicken combos. So you about imagine what they looked like when we pulled that out of the ditch. So you just can't take your eye off the road or lose your concentration for a split second because bad things happen.
Yeah, that's going back to the buckets that we were talking about yesterday. The more of those we can reduce and get rid of, the more that we can put into your pockets.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, this week, we're going to have BK, Brian Colas, our Chief Risk Officer, and Rob Oddie, VP of Safety. We're going to be talking about reinvigorating our All Into Zero campaign. So that's scheduled, I think, on Thursday, if I'm not mistaken. But no, it's a great topic. And yeah, the video just the guy just blew through a stop sign basically on a T intersection and went off into a pond, right? Yep.
Yeah, he went right off a T intersection, and you can tell he never even saw the stop sign until it was too late. And, you know, just a
Yeah, I mean, he's okay, luckily.
yeah,
He's-
yeah, the
he's very
driver's
lucky that
okay, and
he
it
didn't
could have
get
been,
hurt.
it could have been a lot
Could've been a
worse.
lot
There could have
worse.
been an oncoming vehicle,
Yeah.
you know, so, as it goes, it could have been a lot worse. It's just, when we view these and we see these that could be prevented, you know, those are the ones that, kinda catch my eye, so.
Yeah, and, you know, we talk about, you know, I said we're transparent, whether it's on who's winning the uptime game on the trucks. We're transparent, you know, in a sense, you know, some companies might not do this, air their dirty laundry, so to speak, but if we've got a problem, we're going to identify it. We're not going to stick our head in the sand, and we'll get after it and get it fixed. And, you know, on the positive side, what I would tell you is we are making improvements and we are making strides in the area of accidents and reducing the number of accidents, preventable accidents. That's the good news. Bad news is we still got issues like this that happen periodically that we got. Fortunately, they're becoming fewer, but the ones that we have are too many, and they need to be less. So we're winning awards from customers. We talked about that yesterday. We're in first place year to date with Driscoll's. We just won another award from Smithfield. We're winning awards from lots of our customers on service. We're not winning awards in the area of safety right now, and we are dead set on, and we'll talk more about this on Thursday, but you know, we have got to, we are going to figure this out on how to become best in class really in this area of accidents, so.
For sure.
Some other business, you know, we've got confirmation that we're gonna be allowed to bid on three sizable regional operations yet this year. One in Georgia, one in Texas, Dallas-Fort Worth, and one up in northeast Pennsylvania. So probably another 150, 200 trucks of business in that, potentially. Also, we gonna put in a couple plugs here a little bit, if that's okay. We did sign some high-value cargo business down in North Carolina, and kind of a special shout out to all the drivers that hauled it.
Yeah, I've heard good things from the drivers who are
Yeah.
hauling it.
Yeah,
They're
it's-
super excited.
Yeah, it's exciting. It's all preloaded. It's one pick, one drop.
A little scary too.
Yeah, it's a little scary. We don't want to lose one of them.
No, that's for sure.
But I think last I checked, we're about 44-0, so that's a good way to start. And we're going to be expanding on that, and really special shout out to Kara Gattina and Ashley Alexander for backstopping that, and then on the customer relationship side, I want to send a shout out to Doug Owens and Mike Smith, because they're developing that. We're actually we're going to get that bid in today.
Great.
It'd be about 2,000 loads a year running across I-40 from Carolinas into Memphis and back. So probably keep 20, 25 trucks busy year round. So it's easy freight. Getting that done today. And then there's another piece of business. We signed some more New Orleans business out of Missouri. That looks to be pretty solid. But there's another big one that's looking pretty positive. So.
Any updates from Costco or no?
No, I need to. I got to get on that one, Brad. So.
We got a nice potential piece of business there that hopefully we'll be able to talk about soon, that I know is a good opportunity, so hopefully that one will come about.
Yeah, fingers crossed on that one. That would put Jessie in a spot. She might actually sweat. I'm sweating up here. I don't know why she's not.
So this,
Where's your napkin at,
I
Dan?
don't know.
so this, we've talked about it a little bit before, and we'll mention it again. You know, Dan had talked about this high-value business. It's It's RJR, right? I mean, it's tobacco
Yeah.
products that we're handling, and that we introduced Mike Smith to the organization here, I guess it was the week before last. He's joined us, and he's specialized in this high-value business for about the last decade or so. And so we plan to expand this. Mike's going to be building a fleet, right?
Yeah, Mike's going to be building a fleet. We're getting some training so you can be high value cargo certified. I believe they're working with you on that, Bianca. Are they working with you?
With Luma, yeah. Luma
Okay.
and-
All right. Little out of my wheelhouse, but it's training.
Dan in training? Oh, my.
Yeah, I'm little light on that. Just go do it. Don't screw it up, please. But no, they're going to get qualified. Then there'll be a place in the 400 so the dispatchers and planners can see that you're high value certified. Because there are rules that go along with it, like you have to follow your route, no route deviation. You have to drive basically for 6 hours before you can take your first stop. And, there's definitely some preventative stuff because the value of those loads are very, very high. So north of $3 million a load on some of them. So that's the scary part that Brad was referring to. So, but definitely a huge opportunity there with that customer. And Mike's reached out to people like the Eli Lilly, AMV, Merck. So it's definitely a niche out there in the market that I think there's a need, and it's always easier to sell into a need. And the other thing that happens is when you get affiliated with those type of companies, they don't just it's not a price bidding war. It's long-term standing relationships.
Yeah.
So definitely a niche there for us to expand on. So we're looking forward to that. But
Sounds like we're,
driving me nuts. I forgot about one, and it was a good one.
Oh.
But it'll
We're-
come back to me.
save it,
Where's
Dan.
the hard drive? Where's the
Yeah, I know. I don't have my hard drive.
Well, that's
here
the
with me.
problem.
That's the problem.
I didn't have my hard
Did you
drive.
leave it at the office? You're-
So it's right up here for those
Uh-huh.
on YouTube.
Uh-huh.
So the hard drive, it's kind of funny. It's an inside joke with Dan, but usually he's got a kind of a what would you call it? A legal
It's like
pad,
Yeah,
A
legal
bar-
pad.
oh,
Yeah, yellow legal pad.
and that's Dan's hard drive.
Yeah, so it works.
Somehow it works. I tell you, it does.
Unless you don't bring it with you.
Well,
Well, threw out a few things there.
Yeah.
We got it going on. We'll.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just the market's set are back right now, so we need to take advantage of it.
so now's the time to make hay. The sun's shining here in beautiful Dubuque today, and one thing certainly I've learned over time is when the sun's shining, yeah, you got to make hay. And so we talked about this in March, when people were raiding the store shelves, and we had really high demand back in March. Hey, get out there and blow some smoke and make some money. And now's a very similar time than that. And we don't know. I think this one's going to last quite a bit longer
Yeah.
than 1 month. But hey, now's a great time to really take advantage of the new incentives, both on the dedicated side and on the over-the-road side. Get out there, earn some more money, build up your savings, Christmas fund, you name it. I think now's the time to really do it.
Just speaking of money, for you drivers that went on the next level pay, the 106 and 105 drivers, about 800 drivers, those that qualify, you will get your Q3 prorated bonus paid out Thursday and Friday this week. So that's we were working on that right before I came out here.
Okay, cool.
Good.
So basically, whatever that is,
It comes to like 73%. We
Okay.
prorated it.
All right. So we cut the quarter short. 73% of it is what you'd earn. So and then you got the new monthly one that goes right on top of it. So
Yeah,
there's
we're already 1 week into that one.
so there's no gap whatsoever. Great. Okay. Bianca's got some news for us.
We've got Bruce, he's ready.
Okay,
So
great.
Bruce is ready.
Bruce is ready.
I'm
Oh, boy.
going to call him if you guys are ready.
So we're gonna, we had Nathan on earlier, and now we're going to bring on a special guest,
Bruce Light.
Bruce Light. So,
While she's dialing Bruce Light, our lunches today, our sponsor is Randall Riley. So they are
We sound legit.
sponsoring all.
We sound legit dropping in sponsors in the
We
middle of the
are,
podcast.
yeah. I feel like this is like the morning show. We should do this every morning. But our sponsors this morning for today for lunch is Randall Riley, and our sponsors for our online giveaway is Cummings.
wow, can we get sponsors every day throughout the
Yeah.
year? That'd be great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is live now. So if you want us
Yeah.
to sponsor
Let's
you,
get some advertising going.
send it on in.
Yeah, we've got, and while we're waiting for Bruce to get on, the sponsored lunch, Jesse said who the sponsors are, the delicious food we have today is Happy Hibachi / Pete's.
Oh, it's deliciousness.
We'll
Yeah,
have-
there's quite the line out there.
yeah, well, it's always popular, that's for sure.
Hello.
Hey, Bruce,
Bruce.
Hey, Bruce.
How are you?
Hey, Bruce.
good to hear your voice.
Yep.
So, let me, for those of you who don't know Bruce, Bruce is a 30-year veteran of Hirschbach. And Bruce and I've been here for, I think, 22 years. And Bruce was one of the first operators that I met when I started 22 years ago. And it's been a long
Wow.
and very special relationship.
So in jog years, what does that make him?
210.
210.
Probably,
Dang.
you feel like you're 210, Bruce?
Nah.
No. So let me just
Hey,
give you a
hey,
little.
Bruce, I got a Gilbert back to Cedar Rapids. Can you saddle up?
There we go. Look at that.
Need,
Crazy people.
needs to be there at midnight tonight, Bruce.
Yeah.
Now, Bruce, so 30 years with the organization, and Bruce just recently retired from Hirschbach, and he's back at home in Connecticut with us today. And I thought it'd be great to have Bruce join us and talk about 30 years with the organization, not only 30 years, but 6 million
Wow.
safe miles. 6 million. Wrap your mind around that.
I mean, 6 million miles alone is impressive, but safe miles? Wow.
I can't wrap my. I've tried. I saw it. It's up on. He's on the
Mhm.
banner on the. That's all over. And I look. That stands out. And I can't wrap my head around
One
it.
mile at a time.
Bruce,
It's amazing, Bruce.
yeah, I mean, I guess
Congratulations.
maybe talk about, I mean, how do you run 6 million safe miles?
Well, it's like everything. You sit there and get yourself prepared to do what you have to do. And it's like running your jet. You have to do a pre-trip, make sure your truck's ready and you're ready to sit there and do what you have to do. Stay on top of your maintenance and stay on top of your health.
Well, I tell you, you make it sound easy. I know, pretty humble. I've learned so much from Bruce over the years, and one thing I would say that is a big difference maker I mean, he talked about a lot of the basics. Bruce, one of the things that I've come to appreciate from you over the years is Bruce just finds a way to get the job done. You know, I mean, it doesn't, I mean, Bruce knows very, customer service skills, who to talk to. I mean, convince them to get you unloaded, whatever it takes. Bruce and I share Bruce, you were in the Air Force, I believe, right?
Correct?
And I know that you've taken that sort of that mission first mentality from the service and taken that into your job. And I know that you do whatever you can do to accomplish the mission and do it safely. I've heard you talk about all sorts of things, hats and pizzas and whatever you need to do in order to help build relationships out there with customers. I mean, talk about the little things when you run into obstacles out there. How you can, any advice on how you can kind of overcome those?
Well, it's like anything, you sit there and you have to look at the problem and sit there, how do I solve this? And you sit there and find someone to talk to, or if the person you're talking to doesn't sit there and solve the problem, and you go above them and find someone that will sit there and understand your problem. Sometimes it's just pure perseverance to get the job done, and sometimes you have to sit there and give someone a hug or a boot in the ass or whatever.
I think you went with the latter most of the
Yeah.
time.
I got a couple of those myself.
I
over the
prefer the
years.
hug.
Yeah, I don't think, he probably hugged you more than he hugged Chris and I.
Huggable like a cactus, you know.
Huggable like a cactus, exactly right, Bruce.
You know, it comes down to one thing, you have to sit there and solve the problem, and if you go places more than one time, you get to sit there and talk to the people, and like I say, have a rapport with them, and a lot of times, like I said, sometimes once you have a rapport with people, you can sit there and get things done a lot quicker and more efficient if you just sit there and show up with an attitude, so.
Well, over the years, probably the best compliment you can get is have customers request a certain driver to take their loads. And over the 22 years that I've worked with Bruce, and I'm sure all 30 years, but I can recall several customers that have gotten to know Bruce personally, that he's built relationships with, and have come to appreciate his high level of service and professionalism, and have literally requested that Bruce transport their loads.
Wow.
Wow. So I have a Bruce story. So we're still well, I'd only been here like 3 days. So day one I got yelled at by Marge. But
Yes, so did I. I think that's an initiation.
is that a standard thing?
Yeah.
But,
It's part of the
anyway,
initiation.
But so I'm kind of just like, it literally was day 3, and I'm trying to kind of figure out, this and that. I'm over by John Kalb, and John Kalb's planning up this truck. I think it was 2,400 or 23,900 or whatever.
Yeah, I think it's 23,900.
Yeah, back in the day, and he's just stacking them. And I mean, John's a great planner, great ops guy. He's slightly conservative, and I'm looking at this, and I don't know John real well, but I mean, it's like he's got them like 8 deep.
What are you doing here, John?
So I'm just like looking over his shoulder, like, man. And then I know enough about it that they're hooked up pretty tight, Chris. They're hooked up pretty tight, and he stacked them like 8 deep, and then it's like, I finally just go, John, what's the deal here? And all he said was, "It's Bruce Light." And I learned to know what that meant. It's Bruce Light. It's money. It's gonna be there.
Yeah.
Don't worry about it.
Yeah.
So that's my first memory of Bruce Light. Thank you, Bruce.
Yeah. Thank
You're very
you.
welcome.
Well,
My job is to make your job easy. That's my
Yeah.
philosophy.
Aw.
Once you develop that philosophy, my job is, like I say, it's a relay race. If I'm going to pass it on, I'm going to make sure my job is to put the cherry on top of the sundae for all the hard work you guys have to do to get the customer and everything. My job is to get it there on time and give it to the customer satisfaction. And like I said, my job is to put the cherry on top of the sundae. That's it.
well, I've never seen anyone do it better. You're definitely missed, and we appreciate all the hard work that you've done over the years. Like I said, we've all learned a lot from you, and I think there's, Dan was talking about Bruce being stacked up with lots of pre-plans. I think there's definitely a lesson to be learned there, and something particularly for maybe the newer operators out there. You earn a reputation, right? You earn a reputation, whether that be positively or negatively. And when you earn a positive reputation and everyone knows that your money, that you can be counted on, and you're going to do everything possible to deliver those loads on time and safely. And if something unforeseen comes up, that you're going to communicate immediately what that is, then you earn this reputation of trust and respect. And Bruce definitely did that better than anyone. And that's how, you want to be successful here at Hirschbach. You earn that trust and respect. And you'll run all sorts of miles. And Bruce, I mean, we talked about 6 million miles, but this guy, I've never seen someone run so many miles safely in a year. I mean, just year in and year out, you know. Bruce, you ran, you know, I mean, whatever it was, 100 and, how many miles, you know, I mean, I think it was what, probably averaging 135,000 miles a year or something like that.
Anywhere from 150 to 185,000 miles a year.
Wow.
So that's out there working a lot, and it's basically, I mean, it's being smart out there and, you know, conserving your hours, doing your trip planning, communicating proactively, whether that be internally with the right people at Hirschbach that you need the support from, and OS&D or dispatch or maintenance, or whether it be communicating with the customers out there and the shippers and the receivers.
Absolutely.
I don't think, you know, and probably some light maintenance is, I mean, you know, I mean, I think that's another thing that we don't see as much of today, but Bruce, you probably know how to fix a few things out there on the truck and trailer yourself as well, don't you?
Well, I don't have the mechanical skills, but I sit there and I track my maintenance, and I try to sit there and think ahead. If I'm going to sit there and go someplace and my maintenance has been tight, where can I sit there and get it done so I have the opportunity, if I get to sit for a couple days, sit there and make sure I'm someplace where I can get the maintenance done. And like I said, most of the time I was on top of the maintenance, so I was never behind, it was always above.
Well, you know, just, again, just, you plan things out, whether it's your trip, whether it's the maintenance. You know, it's like a chess game in a sense, and you better be thinking 2-3 moves ahead, and that's exactly what Bruce did throughout his 30-year career here. We talked earlier about the best of the best, and when we started that award, Bruce has earned it every year that we've had it. And a couple years ago, we started a new award with Best of the Best, and it was called the Ass Kicker Award. It is called the Ass Kicker Award. Can I say that?
Yes, yes, you can say that.
Okay.
You're supposed to ask before you say it, I think.
Yeah, it's
I
kind
mean,
of
once you
a little
say it,
late there.
go ahead.
Little late.
So, you know, it's really amongst these incredible operators that have earned the Best of the Best award. It's selecting one of them that really just stood out as going way above and beyond. And last year, Bruce was the ass kicker last year. He won the ass kicker award at I should say 2 years ago, but was recognized at last year's banquet. And so we have not selected this year's ass kicker yet. This will be the third year that we've done it, right?
Yeah, the third year.
Fourth?
Fourth year?
Okay,
Fourth year.
this will be the fourth year. Yeah, we had Greg was the first year.
Bruce. Nancy Thompson.
Oh, we had Nancy as well. Nancy, that's right.
Great.
Okay. So we're currently evaluating and taking nominations, and we'll be coming up with this year's Ass Kicker Award, or I should say, this year's recognized one for last year. But we are going to start something new here at Hirschbach as well, with Bruce on the phone. We're going to start a Hirschbach Hall of Fame, and I'm getting choked up here. Sorry. We're going to have Bruce be our first Hirschbach Hall of Fame member. So thank you, Bruce, and congratulations.
Bruce.
Way to go,
Appreciate that.
Bruce.
Thank you.
Congratulations, Bruce.
Thank you, I appreciate it.
So Bruce is a recipient for last year's Best of the Best. So Bruce, you should be receiving your kit here in the next couple days. So make sure you
All right.
take your selfies with Brad and send them over to us. We want to see those. And then also you'll be recognized for your 6 million miles, which is amazing. So congratulations.
Thank you, I appreciate it very much. Like I said, it's like everything else, you do it one day at a time. Yesterday is history, today is a new day, so just like someone walking through the door, I have to prove what yesterday was not an anomaly. What I do today is part of what I do, and you stay focused and get it done.
And Bruce, I know that, maybe, you just recently retired, and I know that you're going through a bit of a battle here with some kidney issues and dialysis. You talked about how's that going for you?
Well, I'm sitting in dialysis as we speak.
Okay.
We're trying to wrap it up. We have blood pressure issues that keep bouncing around, so we're trying to get me somewhat stable before they release me. So, like I said, right now I'm in the middle of my dialysis here, but it's finished. But like I said, the blood pressure's been the problem here. It's been fluctuating.
Well, we know that you've been battling this for about 4 years or so, and we're glad to see that you're getting it treated, and
Yeah.
we certainly wish you all the best in your health and in your retirement. And again, want to thank you so much for everything that you've done for this organization.
No, well, I appreciate it. Like I said, one day at a time. Like I said, we have good days and bad days, but we wish to sit there and get on the other side of it. So we sit there and try to follow what we do. Diet is a big thing. That's one of the things that I can't stress enough being in this industry. You have to watch what you eat and what you intake as far as sodas and stuff like that. And that's part of the battle, so you don't end up here with dialysis tubes stuck in your neck. So like I said, the only thing I can suggest is that people really watch your diet, because that's the thing that I can't stress more enough, to sit there and help you sit there and achieve what you have to achieve.
That's great advice. Thanks, Bruce. And again, best wishes to you and your family. Thank you so much. Thanks for joining us here during Driver Appreciation Week. And hopefully we'll see you real soon.
Well, good. I'm honored to work for you. And like I said, it was an honor to work for the people that you have. And like I said, my job is to get it done. And if anybody knows anything about Patton and the Red Ball Express, interesting history. I'm part of that philosophy and part of the can-do spirit. And for people that are not Patriot fans, Belichick is one of the people I sit there and subscribe to.
Well, thanks again, Bruce.
Thanks, Bruce.
Thanks,
Take care.
Thanks, Bruce. Take
All right,
care.
Bye now.
Let you guys go, because he's going to sit there and beat me with a stick here.
All right.
Later,
Thanks,
Bruce.
Bruce. Bye.
You guys have a good day.
Yeah, you as
care.
well. Thanks.
Thanks.
Man, good guy.
Oh, yeah. You don't make them like that, that's for sure. What an incredible career. I mean, again, 30 years, 6 million safe miles. Guys paid off, I don't know how many trucks. Just incredible.
Yeah.
So, good advice from Bruce there at the end as well. I mean, not only while you're out there, doing your trip planning, making sure you're on top of the maintenance of your equipment. But I think the last piece he touched on, obviously, as well, is so critical, is take care of yourself. Make sure that, it's tough. I know a lot of times when you're tired and so forth, and you got to do some planning to be healthy as well, right? You gotta plan to buy the right groceries, get into Walmart or what have you, and stock up and get some healthy stuff to snack on, veggies and so forth, and get yourself some movement, go on some walks, those sorts of things, right? For sure. Good.
Yeah.
All right. Well, Bianca's sitting back here. Bianca, you got anything you want to come up and join us? You got
I
anything to
think
share?
she should. This is
Anything to add,
kind of her
Bianca?
world. She's been doing these podcasts now
Yeah.
for a little while.
Yeah, she's been doing an incredible
Good
job.
start.
She got this party started,
I did.
and now it's exploding.
Hey, I'm so excited. Hi.
Wait, what's this hour of the segment being brought to you by? Who's our sponsor for this hour?
Yes, this hour is being brought to you by, we're going to go with Cummins and
All right.
Randall Riley,
All right,
again,
there you
since
go.
they are our sponsors for
Okay.
the day.
Okay,
So, yeah, we'll go with them.
good.
B, do you know what we're having down in lunch for, like, in Denton and Monmouth?
I do. If you'll give me one moment, I'm going to pull up my handy little
Oh,
landing
hard drive.
page.
That's your hard drive?
Well, speaking of hard drives, I rebooted my hard drive.
Oh.
and,
Oh!
I want to put a plug out there. We got the winter program for Driscoll's coming. Be 50, 60 loads a week out of Laredo, McAllen. Big hit. But anybody out there that knows of freight destined to Laredo, McAllen,
We need it.
We need it. So Dan.Wallace at Hirschbach, if you got any freight leads, send it to me, specifically to South Texas.
You know, along the Texas lines on new business, Dan, and expanding business, you got a pretty big lane that's been growing, going up to Colorado on some shingles, right?
Yeah, GAF, they make building supplies. They want us to go to 50 loads a week. It loads on the south side of Dallas-Fort Worth, Ennis, Texas, I believe it is, and straight shot up to Denver. We're looking to secure a drop lot near where they deliver, so then we can drop and hook and turn you. You're coming out of Denver, you're either gonna about 4 places you're gonna go. You're gonna go to Dodge, Liberal, Holcomb, or up to Greeley. So keep you guys cranking.
You said a drop lot. Are we looking for a drop lot or an office?
Drop lot.
With an office, Sarah?
We talked about that Colorado deal yesterday. We got to start with a drop lot, and then we can see what happens from there.
We ease into it.
Yeah.
Way to go, Jesse.
Let's try to dip our toe in this
Jesse,
one and not jump.
it's
We
okay.
don't ever
we don't
dip
wanna
our
jump?
toe. We always just jump.
We're diving board people here.
Yeah, all in.
The high dive.
Yeah.
Not just a low
Yeah.
one, it's the high dive.
Some of us can't swim.
Well, I tell you that,
I got some floaties, Dan.
you know,
It's gonna take a big floaty.
She said some. She's planning on
I didn't say
multiple.
one. I got you. Don't worry.
yeah, the little water wings aren't
The
going to work.
water wings aren't gonna work.
Yeah, no. Well, that's a, you know,
Well,
that-
that's refreshing. Thanks, Jesse.
yeah.
Always.
Yeah.
I know the drivers love that triangle, you know, going down to Texas from the middle and then getting out to Colorado and then getting into, you know, into National Beef or into Tyson over there and then
It's a
going-
win-win.
Yeah.
I mean, you know, you come up, say you come out of the northern part, you come out of Dakota City or Sioux Falls, Sioux City, you know, it's basically right at 1,000 miles down there. You grab a load out of Dallas Fort Worth, head up to Denver. It's almost another 1,000, and then you're gonna scoot out to the meat patch, and it's about 350 out there, and then the odds are you're gonna get anywhere from 1,000 to 1,500 mile run out of there. So it really works, and
that's a pretty good week. You add it up.
that's a good week, and it's good money to the truck, and it works all the way around. So
Yeah,
definitely a great run. So
I didn't do it.
we're gonna expand on that.
Bianca, you got some lunches for us?
Yeah, I do. Let's see.
Where you reading that off?
Yeah, how's that hard drive
So
working?
I have this fantastic page set up,
Yeah.
and
Oh,
it is
really?
it's called info.hirschbach.com/DAW-2020, and it has a whole list of where we are, what we're serving, who's going to be there. It's a pretty amazing little
sponsors.
landing page. Does have a whole list of sponsors. I know you guys can't see this, but
This is the same link that all the drivers.
So what are we eating in Denton today?
Yeah,
We know we got
find
the-
out what they're gonna eat.
We know we got
Okay.
the
We
hibachi
got
up
people-
here.
I don't know if we're
Starving.
going to be eating hibachi up here. The line's been about
I know.
Oh,
half
yeah.
hour long
It's
all,
been-
all
yeah.
day.
So Denton today is Milpa Mexican,
Ooh,
which I've heard good things about. They're a repeat
Yeah.
vendor.
nice.
Monmouth has Hen House Barbecue.
Ooh, the hen house. Okay.
What do they have on Thursday? I'm gonna be down
I
there.
did Monmouth on Thursday. And Thursday they've got the Trax Grill.
Oh, Dan was hoping for Granny's. I think.
Yeah.
Oh, Granny's is Friday.
Oh,
But
man.
Granny will still be there.
Yeah,
So you
we
Yeah.
can get you hooked up. We can get you hooked up.
You can just go get a private lunch over at Granny's. Dan.
We'll let her know you're coming over. Don't worry.
All right, I don't think I need any help.
they'll, they'll probably deliver for you, Dan.
Oh, we'll let that one go.
And then in Sioux City, we've got the recruiting trailer set up at the Phillips 66 right on Dakota Avenue, real close
Okay.
to.
Didn't we have to move the trailer?
New location, I heard. New and improved location.
It is a new and improved location,
improved,
and
okay.
it's really close to one of our customers right there, so it's a great spot.
Yeah, it's
Can't-
right by the Tyson plants,
Yep.
so kind of right where they pull in and pull out from.
Yep.
So
We've got big signs on the road. If you, any drivers who happen to be by there, whether you're Hirschbach or not, stop in, say hi.
Yeah, just, I know probably several of our customers are doing Driver Appreciation Week, but Tyson did send out a
Tyson.
very nice,
Yeah.
They did.
with all their locations that are doing lunches throughout the week for the drivers, for all drivers, so.
that was very cool.
They always do a great job during Driver Appreciation Week. Of course, they have a good-sized fleet of their own. They have a good appreciation of drivers and the hard work that they do, and they do a nice job of appreciating their drivers and our drivers. Yeah.
And I want to say, if you have not gotten on and done the giveaway form yet, because we have a wonderful giveaway form for our drivers.
B, are we giving away any hats?
We got a lot of hats. We can make hats rain around here. That is not a problem. I know
Good deal.
it seems to be a grand prize other places around here.
I don't know what the hat joke's about, but
Well, it's a little
Chris.
internal.
I saw you have to be somewhere for 2 years to be in a hat
Yeah.
drawing.
Yeah.
Is that what we're
To-
talking about?
yeah.
I saw that.
2 years. 2 years.
That's ridiculous.
So driver
2 years.
appreciation, but for their contest, you had to be with that company for 2 years.
To win a hat.
To win a hat.
And I heard they had
With
two.
a drawing.
I heard they had 2 drivers that were
Two-
with them for 2
that-
years.
that qualified?
They had 8 extra hats.
Next day.
Well, it's going to be Oprah around here. You get a hat, you get a hat, you get a
Yeah.
hat. We got hats. But today we've actually, we got some great prizes lined up for this week. I saw some smart TVs
Cool.
rolling through here.
Nice.
Saw a
Nice.
drone.
Get those Roku sticks
Ooh.
going.
Got
and-
some
Nice.
Roku.
We got a drone?
We got a drone.
What are we doing with the drone?
We're going to give
Flying
it away.
it.
Really?
Drivers love to fly the drones. They take pictures. I get some amazing photos from
Yeah,
some
there's
of our
some cool
drivers.
ones, yeah.
That would be cool.
At customers and stuff, yeah,
Mhm.
or of the
Is there a
truck.
drawing for that?
Yeah.
Dan, you cannot enter.
Dan, you, not eligible, Daniel.
So is this an early Christmas hint?
No, I got my Christmas present picked out, so.
What is it, Dan?
You wouldn't believe it.
Tell us about it.
Well, actually, it's, well, Chris and you will get a particular chuckle out of it.
This better be good after the suspense season.
Well, you know, I'm not 100% because it's a little slightly over budget. But I'm pretty sure I'm going to buy a Razer 1000 XP4.
Oh, wow.
ATV.
That's very specific.
Wow.
Yeah, it's decked out.
Did Ro help you pick this out? Because this is the
No,
same thing on his Christmas list.
Ro's out of the loop on this
Oh,
one.
good. Keep
Well,
him out of the loop.
I'm a little concerned. And, you know, Dan
I'm
said
putting the
that.
roll cage on.
Do we
it,
need to
Brad.
talk?
Okay, all right. Roll cage is mandatory, and not just let's have the full.
Like the pilot harness?
The 4-point
Yeah,
harness.
yeah,
or
the
5
big
point.
harness, yeah.
Yeah.
So, kind of a interesting story that goes with that.
Let's not.
You don't want to go there?
Oh, I think we should.
I think that we should say that for another
All
podcast.
right, we'll save it for another
And we
podcast.
get some more
Fine.
subscribers and
We're
listeners.
supposed to be advocating safety.
Yeah.
All right. What are you going to do with this?
I can tell you.
What are you going to do with this thing?
Yeah.
Well, there's like.
Are there
just
trails
to,
around here?
Just to the east of here, there's all kinds of trails.
Ah.
Okay.
Yeah, out by the territories. and-
Did they pass it that you can drive it around in East Dubuque on the road?
I got it street legal.
Nice. Yeah.
I put the signals and
Nice.
all that.
You can't go down Highway 20 with that thing, can you?
You can go down any road that has an alpha, like County Road A,
Yeah.
B.
So not the
Oh.
highway,
Okay,
but
okay.
frontage road. Yeah, you can get
But
a lot of places.
Cool. That sounds, that's.
I don't know if I'm gonna do it for sure, but,
It sounds like he's.
I'll believe that when I see it.
Let's not tell Ro that
Yeah,
one. 'cause that's how
Chris,
we're
I know
supposed
you
to.
pretty well.
Does-
I believe that one.
Does Barb know about this?
yes, she actually went and helped spec it out.
Oh, my gosh. Wow.
Oh, then
She-
I
she
might take that
actually,
back. That might happen.
Yeah.
She,
Barb.
she actually.
The odds just
kinda-
went up big
yeah.
time.
She kind of
Barb
blinged
stands
it out a
approval.
little bit, so.
The odds just dropped from 20 to 1 to 3 to 1,
Yeah.
so, yeah.
I feel a follow-up podcast / video / more photos to come. Like, I feel like this is a
I always
follow-up.
have good photos, don't worry.
Well, if you see Ro and I speeding across the lot here, it happened, so.
Well, you know, speaking of vehicles, I mentioned yesterday that we were going to buck some people to the front of the line with new Freightliners. So we got to figure out how we're going to do that. We got to make sure we make that happen. I think we said we're going to do 5 of them this week, right?
I like the driver of the month. Maybe the driver of the month gets one.
Yeah, we could definitely do that.
How are we gonna give these things out?
So we wanted,
Maybe we can talk about I mean, we got 5 we're gonna do this week in some way, shape, or form.
Yeah.
But maybe talk about the process, Dan and Chris, a little bit. I mean, the process of, I mentioned we're gonna be trading out the 2018 Internationals. So we've got a couple of things we're trying to do. Trade out those trucks. We don't like the double moves very much, do we, Dan?
No, it's very costly, and also it costs, again, we got freight to haul. So when we gotta do double swaps, we're doubling our downtime. So
Yeah.
ideally, we can go from old truck to new truck in one move. Obviously, with some of the trucks, we're gonna probably have to do some
Yeah.
double
There's
moves.
gonna be some
We're gonna have to do
exceptions.
some double moves, but, we need to get a real tactical plan, and I guess, it's, I think it's always a little bit, everybody loves new trucks, but it always turns into a little bit of, game day decisions with how to place them and where they're at, but, we'll get a plan together and make sure it's equitable for everybody.
yeah, for sure. We talked to 2 drivers today, and the first Nate talked about, being patient and working with the company, and
Yeah.
the good times come,
Mhm.
and Bruce kind of said, 1 mile at a time, and to me that's pretty much the same message, and along those lines, we have a lot of drivers that are unhappy with the trucks that they're in right now. And we've got a solution for that. Unfortunately, we can't snap our fingers and solve it tomorrow, but the solution's there and it's coming.
Yeah.
And on our side, we've got a pretty extensive list of drivers who've requested a new Freightliner. It's not first come, first serve. We've got some drivers that have been here for a while that are some of our best of the best drivers. So when you ask, definitely plays a part in it, but so does the quality of driver you are, how safe you are, how well you service the business. So we've got the first round of 150 trucks coming in October and November that Brad's talked about. So we've kind of got in our list, and Dan does the same thing. We work with Nick to see which trucks definitely need to be replaced first, the soonest, and do as few as possible of the double swaps. And start getting these into our fleets. So we'll probably, like I said, I think it's a good idea to give out, to have 5 people jump to the top of the list. Maybe do 1 dedicated, 1 over the road, and then just 3 other random ones or something might be a good way to do it. So.
Okay, sounds good.
Okay.
All right. Well, we'll get that going. Oh, Dan's showing us a picture of his.
You should
Always got it.
turn that around so the camera can see it. Hopefully
I don't know
Warren
if you
can.
can drill in on that.
Hopefully Warren can zoom in on that.
Oh,
That is, here's mine. I took a picture of your phone.
of
so I've got
course,
the
of
picture.
course she did.
Oh, yeah.
How did she do that?
She's sneaky.
It makes perfect sense. She takes a picture of my phone. Good luck with that marriage, Ro. It's gonna be blissful.
He's lucky.
He's a lucky, lucky guy.
Lucky guy. Lucky fella. Actually, so this is what he wants. So we'll see how
Did you
lucky
get to
he
see
is.
it?
That's sort of Mad Max-ish. I mean, that's
It's pretty cool.
that's a
pretty cool.
beast.
Yeah.
That looks fun. Cool.
We'll see.
Don't hurt yourself, Dan. We need you.
Soroka,
Stay safe.
is perfectly safe in that
Mhm.
thing.
Perfectly safe.
So I'm gonna be. I have a new toy. I have.
What'd you get?
I have a Harley.
Really?
I joined the Harley Club, so I think maybe I'll drive that over here tomorrow.
Is it orange and black? Is it decked out?
It is orange.
Nice.
It's orange and it's got a lot of chrome.
Oh, I love it.
Orange and chrome.
All right.
Nice.
Yeah.
Gotta ask, does Ro have a Harley?
Yeah, but he hasn't drove it for like 3 years. It's just sitting in the garage. You can have it, Dan.
No, I don't want it.
I'll give it to you.
They're too dangerous for me.
Yeah, that's Harley's a little more dangerous than the Racer with the roll cage on it.
So imagine Rose bad driving. Now on top of that, driving a motorcycle.
Not a good combination.
Not a good combination.
Now, you gotta be careful on a motorcycle, that's for sure. You gotta assume that no one sees you, basically.
Yeah.
Yep.
And that's the mentality you have to have. And I'd say, you know, you got to take that mentality in when you're driving a truck as well.
Exactly.
You know, and we're going to be talking about this, you know, as I mentioned with Rob and BK, and can't emphasize it enough. I mean, the safety just can never be compromised. And, you know, as much as we want that freight delivered on time, never at the risk of you know, having someone get hurt and so forth. And so I just can't reiterate enough, you know, whether your logbook says you got the hours or not, if you don't feel safe to operate, don't. And all we ask is that you communicate,
Yep.
communicate. It's like in the real estate, location. In trucking, it's communicate. Tell us what's going on. That gives us an opportunity. Winning these awards from customers isn't just about delivering the freight on time. It's about how we proactively communicate with the customer and let them know what's going on with shipments, relaying loads. I think we probably relay, 20-25% of the loads on the over-the-road side in order to get them there on time?
Not quite, but about 1 out of 7.
Okay. Big number.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah. Yeah, it's, you know, just to echo the service and the safety, you know, I firmly believe service and safety go hand in hand. Loads that end up in the ditch or upside down, or that's not going to give the customer good service. So I know customers don't like late deliveries, but I can guarantee you they'd rather have a load arrive a couple hours late than rather than have it upside down.
Yeah.
well, and I'd take you back to what Bruce was saying. You know, how do you ensure that you're going to be able to safely deliver that load on time? You know, Bruce said it. It's basically preparation, right? It's preparation. It's making sure your equipment is ready, making sure you're physically ready, and that before you start driving down the road, that you have your trip planned out. You know what route you're taking. You know when you're going to stop and have your breaks, where you're going to fuel. Appreciation Week from here in East Dubuque. Loving the podcast deal. Good job, Bianca. This is really cool. We'll be back here again tomorrow. Tomorrow's topic, as I mentioned, is we're going to be talking about the trucks, the new trucks coming in. The new Freightliner pilot truck should be up here sometime tomorrow afternoon. So we'll do a walk around, show you what that's all about. Be safe, everyone. Thank you so much for everything you do. You guys are amazing, and I think we'll go outside, and it looks like we got some more drivers that came into
Yeah.
town, so we'll
Yeah,
go.
it looks like a
I'll
little
talk to
better
some drivers.
turnout today.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
All
Thanks, guys.
right, thank you.
Thank
Be
you.
safe.
Bye.
Be safe out there.
What?